What's up, guys? Dysfunctional Garage here. So today I'm going to go over what I carry in my razor. And there's a couple things down on the table here that are actually in the razor or in the truck for various reasons right now. But let's go over this. So I have the smaller, it's about this size, Milwaukee Pack Out Toolbox. If you've seen my machine, I've got a cooler in the back. I usually got the toolbox behind the cooler. On top of the toolbox, I have my wiring kit. And then on top of the cooler, Milwaukee sells a Pack Out mount. I just drilled into the cooler, drilled and glued. I used 2-part epoxy. And I put my medical kit in there. I know a lot of y'all probably laughing at me and whatnot. Everyone laughs at me because I carry so much crap in my razor, but you know what? They're not laughing on the trails when they need them. So let's go over it. In my toolbox, I carry all metric wrenches and some standard wrenches. There's all kinds of toolkits out there that can cost anywhere from $200 to $500. I've seen them specifically for Polaris machine, specific Kawasaki machines, specific Can-Am machines, Hondas, Yamaha, and that little trash can that we call a CF Moto. Actually, no, I haven't seen one of those toolkits out because they just stay in the dumpster. But anyhow, I have done a lot of research on seeing what are in the RZR Polaris kits. And there's quite a few forums out there you can read on different tools to bring and whatnot. So I took it upon myself to build my own kit. Now, granted, some of this stuff, you know, wasn't bought all in one day. And if you're like me, you have your granddad's tools, your grandpa's tools, your uncle's tools, your dad's tools. So I've got about 5 sets of tools, including this one right here, at my disposal. Not everything, you know, I've had duplicates of. Some I had to buy. And still, that was cheaper in the end than buying a specific toolkit. Or if you're fancy like me, you got gear wrenches. And go ahead and like and subscribe if you know what I'm talking about when I turn the wrench one way or turn it the other way. I know gear wrenches can do it. I don't know about the other brands. A common overlooked tool is a molding tool. You don't have to have this exact one, but you know, it's plastic. So you're plastic on plastic when you're trying to pop stuff off the machine, getting under the hood. If you have a Pro XP, if you got a S or the older XP models, it's super easy to get under the hood. But the Pro XPs, you got to pop these little pins out, and that's what these little tabby-doos help with. You get those little push pops out of the way, as I like to call them. Not the sucker. I am a sucker. And yeah, this will save you from gouging out your plastic with the screwdriver. And it'll save you from scratching up your buddy's machine. Allen keys. I have both metric and standard. You will really rarely see the standards used on the machines. Well, at least in my experience. They're pretty much all metric. So I bought both sets, and I got the old Craftsman. So mine came with both metric and standard, and it came with this little fascinating T-handle so you can stick your wrench in there, tighten it down. Now you got basically a T-handle. Not only do you need the hex ones, but you're going to also need the star bits. And if you own a Polaris RZR, Mostly that T40 star bit. So yeah, there are a couple. I think there's really only 2 or 3 different sizes on the machine, but hey, buy the whole pack. You got them. Now this is just the cheaper cobalt. I'm having a stroke. Cobalt version, found at the old Lowe's. Cobalt's got some interesting tools. We'll get there. But this kit, as you can see, it comes with all your bits and it comes with some sockets. Also comes with this little handy dandy wrench that I find trash. I was just wanting a kit that had bits and some sockets without the wrench. Couldn't find it. This is the smallest one I could find. I wanted to say for like 20 bucks or so. And then I also tossed in a bigger Phillips head. And I also put in a conversion from hex to socket. I hate the little wrench you get with it because the ratcheting on it just completely sucks. So I took it upon myself and bought a gear wrench. I call these speed handles. Everyone calls them something different, but I've always referred to these as speed handles. It's got your hex in there. So now you can put any hex bit you want in the end of it, and it is magnetic. I can also put my small 1/4-inch adapter for my sockets on there as well. Or if you're extra, you can just buy the speed handle with the 1/4-inch adapter on it that's, permanently installed. And then you can go throw away your 10mm socket because you're never going to see it again. So you can put it on here. And now you can, have bits on this hand, sockets on this one. Just makes it easier when working on stuff on the trails. You can kind of see some of my stuff is rusting up and got to clean these up. But not only is it a ratchet this way, but you can twist the handle both ways. So when you're in a tight bind, you don't have much, you can just do that. And also the handle extends outward. I did not know that till I was using it one day and did that. I thought I broke it, but come to find out I'm supposed to do that. People do dumb stuff on the trail. People like to blow tires out on the trail too. So Milwaukee M12 1/2-inch impact is what I went with. People will go ahead and give me more shit about this. I had a Ryobi one forever, and it still works just as good as it did first day. That thing has seen rain, it's seen mud, it's been dropped in water, it's been kicked, been dropped. It looks like it's been through the war zone, and it still works. The only reason I went with this is because of size. The Ryobi one is, about 50% bigger than this, and it just is taking up valuable space in my toolbox. Plus, you ever got a flat tire on the trails? Yes. I carry a tire inflator with me. I get with some people that are stupid technical and want to change their tire settings, so while we're on a beer break, they'll inflate their tires or deflate them. Or if you're like me, you get to the trails and realize you've got a flat tire because you didn't air it up for, ever, and it's been sitting in your shop for a couple months. So then you air it up at So then you air it up on the trail or the trailhead when you get there. Excuse me. And how I typically pack it, I usually keep the battery in here because of space. And this thing is actually pretty cool. They have a bigger one, and then they also got the 18-volt version. A buddy I ride with's got this one, and I was like, man, that's the perfect size. It's a hammer. Doesn't need any explaining, but it's commonly overlooked. Shackles. Yes, I've used these quite often. These are the Rhino, the USA Rhino brand. I got a whole kit from them for like 60 bucks. It came with that, snatch block, and a tree saver. Also, something I do recommend since I have the Impact is the 1/2 inch to 3/8 inch adapter. Let's talk about something I really like, and that's wiring. So, I've got a wire kit here. I'm just going to lower the camera, ouch, as I pinch myself and kind of show you what's all in here. So, this is a wiring kit I put together based off my needs, pretty much, and what else I may run into the trails. Obviously, some wire crimpers. They also do strip, and they will cut the wire as well. And they fit in here nicely, unlike my larger ones that really don't fit. This is some picture frame wiring. Got a, I don't know, 9 feet of it. It's 100 pounds. So you never know when you're gonna need a little baling wire or picture frame wire. I got another pulse plug or pulse bar plug. Again, some idiot may need it. A rocker switch for temporary fixes. I know it's a small one, but it'll get the job done. I need to get more, but I got some electrical tape. We got some small zip ties. Got some of those little push pops I was talking about earlier. I got variation of the bolts, some washers, some vendor washers, all assortment of some nuts and bolts. Well, not necessarily nuts, bolts and screws I may need. I also have some 14, is this 14? Maybe 12. Yeah, it's 14 gauge. Wiring to do a little patch job on the trail if need to. And I got variation wire connectors, butt connectors, and fuses. Again, people laugh at me, but they're not laughing when they need it. Fuses, I've got everything from 5 and I think all the way up to 35. There may be a 40 in here. And then I've got the big fuses, the regular size fuses, and I got the mini fuses. Last thing I'm going to cover, probably the most important thing, is the medical kit. This was the very first thing I bought, other than a fire extinguisher, once I started getting into this hobby. One cannot be too safe on the trails. This is a kit, it's called My Medic, and it comes in a waterproof case. It was about $300, but when it comes to life, you can't put a price on it. Yes, I'm about to give you, yes, I just gave you that speech. Me working in healthcare, I do get some extra goodies from time to time, like EpiPen, Dermabond. What else we got in here? We got some good old silk tape. Yeah, it's got a little dirt on it, but it's fine. This stuff is my personal stash. Got some good old lidocaine, some Couture-Lac. Yeah, I got some good stuff if you ever need. We'll hook you up. I ain't naming names, but we ride with someone that has Toradol. Yeah, here's the good Dermabond. Here's the real stuff we use in the ER. This is the stuff that comes with My Medic. And I am not sponsored by them. I wish I was. But it is a very awesome kit. It does not come in the pack out. The pack out is something that I did just to make it easier to carry this on the trails. So I'll just show you a little bit of everything we got in here. We've got ace bandage, we got pins, we got splints, alcohol prep pads, we've got ibuprofen. This one I break into quite a lot, and so I do replenish this one quite often. And it is one thing to note, if you're going to be one of those that has this kit, do check your medications, make sure they don't get expired, because expired meds are not good. They don't work, they lose their potency. It also comes with a little glow stick, so you can work at night. A rapid tourniquet kit. And if you don't know how to use any of these devices, my medic does have videos online how to use everything. And I don't think they do CPR certifications, but they do show you how to do CPR. I want to say this is probably one of the mid-level kits. I want to say the next level kit, it actually has like a trach, so you can like put a trach in someone if you need, but I know other methods to do that without having to buy one. We got tweezers, we got a little light for pupil dilation, thermometer, we got cleaning prep pads. I think that is iodine that is leaking all over. Yeah, topical iodine wash. I think I'm just gonna pick some up from work because it's like got iodine all in my box now. We've got, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, electrolytes. So if someone's really dehydrated, you got some electrolytes. Upset stomach kit, yeah, because we always need that on the trail. I know a buddy that probably needed one. This is a finger splint. This is another go-to, is assorted Band-Aids. I've got some of my own Band-Aids in there as well. For obvious reasons, I'm always replenishing this one. What else we got? Oh, we got burn. This is stuff, I've also called it Silvadine. If you burn yourself, you just rub some of this on there, wrap a gauze over it, it's good to go. Space blankets. Yeah. Yes, space blankets. They're actually to keep warm. Heaven forbid someone gets impaled. We do have a chest seal kit. I know we're getting into some deep stuff now. Alright, here it is. NPA Airway. Yes. Here's some more burn cream. What do we got here? Another ace bandage. Bleeding control. This is really good if someone gets a little too happy on there. Yeah, these are pretty cool. They are, what do they call them? They call them Z-zips. Deep wounds, basically it's like a zip tie that kind of brings your skin back together. Let's see, more gauze, cold pack. I can always replenish these myself. And here is a CPR shield. Yeah. What else we got? Some triple antibiotic ointment, trauma shears, and some more bandages. Alright, so other things that were not on the table that I should mention. I also carry a spare belt. It's the OEM belt. It'll get me out if I need it. I also carry a shovel kit. It also came with my Rhino USA kit. It's a shovel and like a little pickaxe type ordeal. And a Sawzall. I carried the Sawzall behind the passenger seat, and I carried the Sawzall blades in a little box in the front dash. Oh, and a set of jumper cables for the dummies on the trail that machines go dead. Which I have an inclination that's going to be my machine this weekend. And I think that concludes everything. I know I'll be editing this video and I'll think of more stuff, and if I do, there'll be a part 2 of this. So, guys, if you found this video any helpful idea at all, please like, subscribe, That'll help me out, get some more followers, and maybe see you on the trail. So until next time, stay trashy and feral. Now I gotta put all this back in here. Jesus.